run the import utility. To do that, go to your Start menu and look under School Management System. You should see 3 shortcuts, one of which is called STMS Data Import. This is what you want to click on to run the import. And then this screen comes up. This is the opening screen of the import utility. On this screen, the first thing you have to do is select a backup from your old STMS program with the families and students that you would like to import. So if you have a backup on a flash drive or somewhere on the hard drive, this is where you select that backup file. I've already created a backup and saved it on my desktop. So I'll just select that backup file. You can see it's over here on the desktop, but I selected it here on this screen. Secondly, select the server for your school management system. The program automatically finds the server on your network, so most of you just have to click this box and select whatever option is available on the list. Most likely it will say localhost/SMS. So just select whatever the automatic option is and click Next. Now this screen is where you select which families you want to import. And in my case it shows me the 3 families from my old records, and I'm going to select each one of these families and import them all into my program. I would suggest you import all your families at some point. The first time you run it though, you don't have to import everyone. You could just import one family the first time just so you can see how the import process works. Once you've selected your families, there's another question here at the bottom. It says import paces as build, and you should select yes or no. Basically what this means is if you've never used the billing in the old program, then you should select yes, and so that when the new program goes to bill your students, if you choose to do that, it won't try to bill them for all the past records that they've never been billed for. It will just accept that they've already been charged. If you're completely up to date on all of your billing with your paces, then you should select no, so it does not import any remaining paces as billed, and then anything that should be billed will be charged to the families in the new program. Once you've selected these options, then click Import, and the program will just confirm that you're ready, so select yes. And now it goes through and processes all of your records. This is the point where you need to allow yourself an adequate amount of time to sit down with the program and let it prompt you for any questions that it has about the imported records. One of the first examples I have here is it says the date of 5/21 in the year 210 is not a valid birth date for Racer Loyalton. So while it's importing your records, it checks them to make sure there's no errors with the grades or with the students' enrollment dates or birth dates. So in this case, obviously, Racer Loyalton was not born in the year 210. That's 1800 years ago. So obviously it found this problem for you, and it prompts you to enter the correct birth date for him. So give yourself time to fix any of these errors as they come up during the import. Once you've entered the correct date, click Continue. And here's an example of another option that it pops up with. And it says, you're attempting to import lit and creative writing from your old records. This subject was not found. Please choose an option below. So what has happened here is it can't identify literature and creative writing as a subject. And that could be because it's not spelled out correctly. It says just lit and creative writing. So if that happens, you can specifically link this subject to the literature and creative writing that is in the program. So I am linking lit and creative writing to literature and creative writing. And I'll remember this for other students. So now from this point on during the import, it knows the subject name lit and creative writing matches literature and creative writing when it does the import. You'll have this example come up if you have any transfer subjects that have different names, or if you have subjects with different codes on the end of the subject name. It's okay that they have those different names, but you just need to make sure the program knows that math transferred from another school is the same as math in your school. So that's why this box pops up. Once you've made your selection, push Continue. And here's another example. We have to link physical education 9th to the standard physical education that I have set up. Okay, here's another type of box. This one says enter a subject grade. And it says speech for Racer Loyalton does not have a grade. A grade must be entered for this subject before it can be imported. Please choose an option below. So in the old program, it allows you to just have a blank grade, no grade at all, but that's not valid. In the new program, you have to have a grade for every subject. So in this case, Racer completed speech. He got credit for it. So just to indicate he got credit, we'll put in an A on him. And click Continue. And here's one final example of linking a subject. When it's done importing all the subjects, the progress bars will be filled up. You can see they're completed. And there's a Finish button at the bottom of the screen. So let's click that. Here's the final screen. This is a review screen for the STMS data import. On this screen, you need to write down any messages that it shows for you. These are very important. These are any errors that were encountered during the import utility. In my case, it shows me that there was an error importing Racer Loyalton's driver's education subject. So I need to specifically write that down so that I can add it back to Racer later. When you're done writing that down, push close.